Hey there, I'm Lucas Bond with the Missouri Department of Conservation, and today on Habitat Hints, we're going to talk about how you can maintain sumac. Sumac is native to the state of Missouri, but it just really sometimes when it starts to grow, it just takes off. So we're going to talk about how you maintain it, and I'm actually going to be joined here by MDC's Austin Dixon. Austin's going to tell us exactly how you can maintain it and what they've done on some private properties and other properties before to help maintain sumac. Let me turn this around and we're going to chat with Austin. All right, you see this, it's a pretty, I would call it a pretty seedling, I don't know what you would call it, a shrub. But it's pretty, but it also can be too much for land, a field or anything like that. So Austin, tell us exactly what is sumac first.
Sumac is a native shrub to Missouri that is a very important habitat for small game. We're talking squirrels, rabbits, quail, songbirds. It's very popular. It's easily accessible for landowners to plant as a shrubby component in conjunction with our prairies and grasslands. The issue we come across is it spreads rapidly and is very tolerant to some things that kill off other vegetation, and so in small amounts, sumac is a great shrubby cover component for the prairies that we're working on, but at the same time we have to monitor it and keep it from spreading across the whole field.
All right, and like right behind you, look, it's pretty. It's a pretty shrub. I haven't, but it can get out of hand like you said. So What have you done, or what do you suggest can be done to kind of help control and maintain that so that doesn't happen?
Yep. So we have mechanical and chemical control. Mechanical would be cutting it down and treating the stumps. We use Garlon, either 3-area 4 Ultra usually, just because that one isn't quite as hot of a chemical and it doesn't affect the surrounding vegetation. There's also foliar treatment, and here we've got this live sumac it has a beautiful red color in the fall. And over here we have sumac that we treated aerially with a foliar component, and that's why you're looking at dead sumac there. It was very thick and spreading rapidly in that location.
And you use that by with a drone, right?
Yes, we are actually able to get a drone contractor on this property, and they were able to hit in between trees and larger swaths of areas that would take us a lot longer to do on the ground or from a UTV.
Now, doing that, spraying that chemical you were talking about, hasn't had an effect on anything else. It's more of sprayed and just on the sumac, correct?
Yes. Well, that's because we're very careful with how we apply it. We only apply it from the air like that when it's very thick and there's no chance that the chemical can really hit the surrounding vegetation. When sumac's a little more spread out or more sparse, we won't do it. We'll do it very close to the plant instead of from up in the air, because we don't want to hurt anything around it.
All right, and where can people learn more about, this is a different kind of habitat hint. Usually we're talking about treating and getting rid of that invasive species or so forth, but this is a native species, but sumac can have a negative impact on other things as well if it can just take over, right?
Yes.
So where can people learn more about, how they can manage sumac if they have just an amount of it on their property?
Yep. So on our MDC website, in the Improve Your Property tab, we've got all sorts of different management methods, and we go in depth talking about chemical treatments, and whether it be basal bark, stump treatments, or foliar. You can also call into your local MDC office or your local private land conservationist, and they can talk with you or meet you on site and go over it more then.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Austin. I'm going to echo what he said. You can learn more on our website at mdc.mo.gov. Thanks for tuning in today, and you all have a great rest of the day.